Nice.
I find this werewolf trend offensive as a furry. Do werewolves count as furries? That's even more of a question. What? Here's the thing. Hold on. I think we need to go to the furry scale. The furry scale, right? I need to, hold on. I need to, in case this isn't good to see. Right, so there is a furry chart, which let's learn today, chat, huh? So it is, there is a scale of furriness that I understand, right? So this is pretty much the scale, right? Left to right, on all the way on the left, you have number one. Number one is that's not a furry. That's just someone with cat ears and a tail. That does not make it a furry, right? And then after that, if they become more animalistic and whatnot, you know, they maybe get some paws, a little bit of fur going, but still have very much human features, that's a semi-furry, right? That is a semi-furry, and that is somewhere between the second and third panel of an animorph, right? But furry is when it's like covered in fur, has the ears, has the still a little bit of remnants of humans, is wearing human clothes maybe, if not possible. But then once the clothes are gone, that becomes dangerously furry. And then once you go to 5, that's just an animal. If you go all the way to level 5 furry, that's just an animal, right? That's just straight up, that's a cat. That's dangerously cheesy, as it says here. But like, I was looking at the other ones and they just had this image. This is just an animal. Go back, I want to be monkey. I'm a 2.5. So the question is, chat, where are you on the furry scale? Hey Froth, how's it going, Mass DDD? We're checking out the furry scale today. Honestly, the furry scale should be a plan in which the y-axis represents the mental furality and the x-axis represents the physical. Oh, Nathan, you're breaking new ground in furry academics. Maybe they can be personas that are animals but has the extra cognitive skills as a human. Huh. Yeah, I wonder how that chart would be, right? Is that the linear chart or would it be more like a sine wave? -1 furry. I'm a cheetah IRL, dangerously cheesy. See, and I've learned this scale because of Professor Furry Scale Ligma University. If you guys have never attended Ligma University, you should try it. There's a professor on Twitch called Professor Lando, and he taught me about one, you know, Poke waifus, they need to have a soul. This is him talking about stuff, but he's describing the furry scale right here. This is the first time I ever learned about it. Is he talks about how, you know, if it's a 5, it's straight up just an animal.
Professor is 1. Listen, in my opinion, only being 1 is just as weird as only being 5. You're not even gonna, not even 2, not even 2. That's some serial killer thinking. Like, not even 2. Come on, be honest with yourself.
And he put a hard line that shows that there is a hard line that I think passes into furriness.
3.5.
And that's Animal Crossing. Yeah, Animal Crossing is a 3.5 for sure.
Animal stood upright with more conscious thought. These are physically the same. It's mental. That's the difference.
It is the mental difference. You're right. You were right. I forgot about his teaching.
But, you know, they're definitely chonky, and they don't have long limbs, humanoid limbs. But listen, you're telling me...
He goes on and on. So you are beneath me. I am a 5. So you have the mental and physical aspects of an animal is what you're saying. I'm a 4.5 and I'm not afraid to say it.
Ready Player One, I can dive into the Oasis right now. I'd be crossing these animals for sure.
So, you know, he's also talked about...
being intimate with Pokemon is more...
Pokemon.
And so we'll be reviewing the rest of your taste right now. Is this Ludicolo?
So people sent him things about like, hey, Professor, here's what I think is the best, the hottest Pokemon. And so early on he talks about like, hey, for Poke waifus, they need to have a soul, right? If you say Ditto's the best Pokemon, Ditto, if you look in Ditto's eyes, there is nothing behind there. Oh, right, he talks about some other stuff too. There is nothing behind there, right? There is just nothing. There's no soul. But like to Lucario, This is kind of a soul. I know Mew's feelings on Lucario.
Spikes on its stand too.
Ditto can be anything you want, but that doesn't make a good Poke waifu. That does not make it, and Vaporeon doesn't either because of that.
I know it has like, there's something going on with the head. Is it like pony?
Anyways, this guy has a whole bunch of hilarious videos. 10 out of 10 would recommend. He talks about the hottest Animal Crossing. He talks about the origins of Rule 34. He talks about NFTs, explaining which celebrities and streamers would turn into furries. He has a bunch of great stuff. Which Pokemon is the hottest, right? He talks about this. And as I was saying with the soul stuff, right? Pokemon 101, right? And he talks about the plumpness. And here he's talking about Ditto. Look, hear his argument for the Ditto, right? People always bring it up.
Common discussions that come up when you're discussing which Pokemon is the most attractive.
Not Ditto. Can't be Ditto.
I don't think we can have a discussion about which Pokemon is the most attractive. Which Pokemon is the most breedable without the breed king himself, Ditto?
Breedable and attractive are two different things. I want to make the distinction right now.
It sounds like the ultimate waifu, the ultimate Poke waifu. Why? If you're unable, or if you're unfamiliar with a Ditto has the ability to transform.
Right. But it doesn't make a good partner.
Practically any.
It doesn't, it's not going to tuck you in at night. It's just going to turn into Nurse May or whatever.
Gardevoir, Ditto can do that. The next day, you're not even feeling Pokemon. You want Marissa Tomei, actress who plays Aunt May in Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Ditto can also do that, and much more. And this is where the trap lies. It almost seems too good to be true. And it is. I talked about love and sentience earlier.
Right, we're talking about this.
Look at the Ditto. What do we see? What do we see right here? Cold, dead eyes.
Yes!
We see the emotional range of a dead fish.
Yes!
There's hardly a soul there. A glorified fleshlight. Lovemaking requires a connection.
It requires a connection.
That's what Ditto is. Let's be honest.
Ditto has no gender.
Go through with it. It was great. You had Ditto transform into whatever your.
Ditto is data? That's terrifying. That's a terrifying sentence, imposter.
After you're done with the deed, you want to roll over and you want to be.
You cuddle. You want to cuddle.
Have chocolates. Into the loving eyes of your partner, of your Poke wife.
And what you see there is nothing.
Live, love. But with the Ditto, you're done with the deed, you roll over, all you're looking at is just a gloppy pink and white, soulless.
Oh, you didn't have to break the color. Oh, boy. Anyways, he's got a bunch of hilarious stuff. Feel free to follow him. Professor Lando, he's got some wild stuff. And he's great. He tried a bunch of water. He just did a bunch of water tasting videos where he tasted and ranked a whole bunch of different just flavors of water. Just that. It's very good. Okay, anyways. So what are we doing to burn time?